Good evening, Stevens Point. I'm McKenna Rentmeester.
And I'm Breanna Schmitt.
This week on SPTV News, we explore the celebration of UWSP's 125th anniversary, the future of UWSP and higher education, and controversy.
All of this and more when we return. Valentine's Day has left love and legend in the air. The holiday is based on the patron Saint Valentine. There are multiple versions of Saint Valentine, all with different romantic stories where Valentine was seeking love for himself or for others. There is no exact time to when people began to celebrate the 14th of February with chocolates and gifts. However, the historical estimate is after Chaucer, an English poet who lived in 1400 BC. Despite the many tales of Valentine and no way of telling how it truly began, the United States, Mexico, Canada, and many other countries have it as a recognized holiday.
Winter is here and snow is here to stay for a while too. Various areas of Wisconsin, including Stevens Point, went into a winter storm warning on Monday, February 11th, set to last until Tuesday night, with 6 to 9 inches of snow predicted and heavy winds up to 30 miles per hour. Later on, the warning was extended until Wednesday morning, with more snow and even stronger winds predicted, causing drifting. On Tuesday morning, students received an email stating that the university would remain open and that classes would be held. The email also encouraged good judgment and advised students to contact their instructors should they feel that they could not make it safely to campus.
Feed My Starving Children is coming to UWSP on February 22nd and 23rd for the first time ever. McKenna Rentmeester has more.
UWSP's Sigma Mu Tau Allied Healthcare Professions student organization is bringing Feed My Starving Children to UWSP.
It has never been on campus, so this is the first time that a student organization from UWSP is bringing this on. And the students, they really were so excited about the possibility of bringing it to UWSP. And I thought, well, if they want to do it, let's at least investigate.
The Noel family is extending their influence outside the Noel Fine Arts Center by lending a helping hand to the organization.
But it's amazing how things fall into place. John and Patty Noel, I happened to bump into them at the opening for the new chemistry biology building, and they offered their hangar at that time.
Yeah, so the meals themselves, they have like a little package that each station is like, that's mainly what you're trying to pack. And each little thing has like a scoop of rice, a scoop of soy meal, veggies, and vitamins. Yeah, so we don't know where our meals are going yet. Feed My Starving Children ships to over 70 countries around the world.
Feed My Starving Children is based in Minnesota, but has mobile groups across the country that ship worldwide.
I'm proud of the students. I'm proud of the fact that they want to do something like this, a huge humanitarian effort, something to bring something positive to UW Stevens Point, because we have had a lot of challenges lately. I think the people that get involved, you leave knowing that you've helped people that are hungry. You've helped children that don't know where their next meal is coming from.
Volunteers are still needed to staff the massive event.
It was absolutely amazing. It was so much fun to, like, each of the tables has competitions between each other, so to see how many boxes you can pack, and then sometimes people get chants going. And
This has been McKenna Rentmeester, SPTV News.
For more information or to sign up, visit the Feed My Starving Children spin page or contact Michelle Schulfer.
The 125th anniversary of UWSP was celebrated through a collaborative effort of the weather and local artist Jeff Schobert. Better known as the Snow Art Guy, Schobert has been creating his snow sculptures since childhood and has continued creating his unique art as a way to bring smiles to the community. On Friday, February 9th, Schobert created a sculpture depicting a stack of yearbooks with the iconic Old Main Dome and the number 125 on top. Schobert worked in front of Old Main from 9 a.m. until around 3 p.m. Members of the community were invited to watch, ask questions, and take pictures as he worked.
The The Adventure Tours organization at UWSP allows students the opportunity to travel to different places all over the world. Every tour is designed differently to give students new points of view and show them different countries and experiences. SPTV's Wan-Chen Lee took a closer look.
In coordination with the Health Promotion and Human Development Department at the University of Wisconsin-Stevens Point, UWSP Adventure Tours plans and run customer wellness and adventure travel focused on experiential learning, cultural immersion, sustainability, and the 7 dimensions of wellness for active adults. The purpose of UWSP Adventure Tours not only model and promote the wellness lifestyle, but also support constructive engagement of travelers with local, regional, and global communities. This is a really good opportunity to experience different cultures. UWSP encourages students to participate in a variety of social activities. For SPTV News, this is Wan-Chen Li.
For more information, contact UWSP Adventure Tours.
In the wake of the UWSP closure 2 weeks ago, all school events were canceled, including the Involvement Fair. The Involvement Fair is held each semester and is a main way for various clubs on campus to advertise themselves to the student body and for students to get involved in different organizations. The Involvement Fair has been rescheduled for this coming week on Tuesday, February 19th from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. in the DUC. This is a great opportunity to explore extracurriculars on campus if you're looking to get involved.
A discussion on the future of UWSP and higher education is occurring on campus this Friday. Dr. Noel Radomski will talk about how the UWSP campus and the Stevens Point community have united in the past in order to bring the university up from challenges. Now that the university is facing financial trouble, he encourages the campus and community once again to do the same, to emerge as a better school. Wisconsin Representative Katrina Shanklin will then hold a listening session and hear from the community members on how the state can help UWSP and the UW system. This presentation will take place on Friday, February 15th from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. in the CPS building, room 116. The event is free and open to the public.
Do you litter?
Of course not. Why would I?
I don't know. That's a great question. Why would someone litter?
They're lazy and inconsiderate of the environment.
Don't be lazy and inconsiderate of the environment, folks. You heard it here from Wyatt.
Woo!
Yes! What do you think about littering?
Bad.
Bad. It's terrible, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Yeah. What would you say to someone who litters?
Please do not litter. Throw it in the trash can.
This is a wise person I am talking to right now. She knows all.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And so I believe that we should all do our part and keep our environment clean because we've only got one Earth and we're not going to do any good to it by repeatedly destroying it. So,
Yes.
Do you litter? No. Why's that? Because I want to save our planet and because I live here. And who doesn't want to save that? It is the opposite of beautiful. It is an ugly thing to litter.
that's true, it is.
It's true. So if someone was in front of you and they littered, what would you do?
Well, I'd probably pick it up, to be honest. I probably wouldn't confront them. I'm not very confrontational, but I'd definitely pick it up.
But you would do the right thing and you would pick it up.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Because the earth is important.
Oh, 100%.
So don't litter, dudes.
Littering is not cool.
Thank you, Curtis.
Serving a campus of 9,600 strong. We are the home of UWSP Television. We are SPTV. You can find us on Charter Channel 983, online, or on any of our social media sites.
Warzala, the 7th largest book printer in North America, is hiring students for the semester. We are 100% employee-owned and located right here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. All shifts currently hiring, with jobs starting at $10.80 an hour. Hours are flexible. For more information, contact the Warzala HR department.
How you doing, everybody? I'm Alex Strouf with SPTV Sports. As the weather begins to slow down, fingers crossed of course, so does the winter sports season and tournament play. Just like spring, again, fingers crossed, is just around the corner. The Pointers men's basketball team wrapped up the home portion of their schedule last night, which you could watch right here on SPTV. The Pointers, who have again fallen out of the D3 Hoops rankings, needed one for momentum purposes as the postseason approaches. Luckily, the Dogs are playing host to UW Stout, who is winless in WIAC play this season. Nate Dodge, the leading scorer for the Pointers, opened the game with a triple, his only three-pointer of the night, that helped Point get off to a 9-0 opening run, and they never looked back. Dodge led all scorers in that one with 18 points, while Ethan Bublitz had 10 points. 13 different pointers, that's a lot, so at least one go in the basket last night as UWSP topped the Blue Devils 80-53. The men's team travels to Platteville on Saturday to close out their regular season. With a win, the Pointers will head into the WIAC tournament as the 3 seed. The winner of the WIAC tournament receives an automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. On the women's side of things, a couple of career highs wasn't enough as the Lady Pointers fell on Wednesday at UW Stout. Junior Carly Serrato and sophomore Kellen Schmitt scored career highs with 24 and 18 points respectively, but 25 turnovers ultimately cost the Stevens Point women. The Pointers are now 8-16 overall and 4-7 in conference play. Onto the ice now as the women's hockey team tied in overtime at Concordia University yesterday, 3-3. Danny Heitzman found the first two in the net for the Dogs, and Mackenzie Cratch tied the game up with under 3 minutes to go in the third period. The Lady Pointers will close out their regular season Friday against UW Superior at home. Ahead of the season finale, our Michael Wengen sat down with 13-year head coach Ann Ninneman.
We've ran into more adversity than we have in a very long time. We've had injuries and illnesses that we've really been battling through, so I was thankful we had a bigger roster this year. So I think it's important to take that from a hockey side and an athlete side and understand that throughout life there's going to be a lot of adversity and bumps along the road, but just competing and battling through that.
Thanks, Michael. Puck drop is set for 7 p.m. Friday at Ice Hawks Arena. Lastly, in Pointer athletics, the men's hockey team completed their first undefeated season in history at 23-0-2 after Saturday's defeat of third-ranked UW Eau Claire. The Pointers entered the postseason after straight-up winning their last 17 games played. The WIAC tournament gets underway next week. We'll keep you updated on the top team in the country as they try to get back to the Frozen Four. That'll do it with sports. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be back with Ian Welsh with entertainment after the break. I'm Alex Strouf.
Quiet on set. We'll be back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take Ben.
Live at SPTV, mic check, audio check, news directors adjusting the sound, teleprompter running smoothly. Floor director, alert! Cameras are rolling, bring in the talent. Where's the makeup artist? Anchors ready for the news. Are you ready to join SPTV? That's a wrap, lights out.
Very welcoming place. Even if you don't know what support you need, just coming down, we can look at individual schedules and talk about all the different options that are available.
that the TLC can definitely help students even for the slightest little bit. The writing lab, especially because you're going to have to write papers for any of the classes, they're able to proofread those and give you feedback on those.
The writing lab has been around since 1973, and it's the second oldest writing lab in the United States, which is kind of cool.
Surprised by everything that I learned about TLC because I didn't realize there were so many resources for students.
We'd love to see more students down here. I mean, it's great that we have 35% of the student population utilizing us, but that means that we have 65% that didn't utilize us, and I know we have support services that could benefit just about everybody.
It means to me that I'm able to add another link between the TLC and the students. I know that as a big organization, it's kind of hard to get word out to the students, especially because they're not going out and meeting with the students or being part of their classes or anything like that. So having that extra link probably helps them out a lot.
And when you come down, there's free coffee, tea, and hot cocoa, so make themselves at home and learn a little bit about how they can be supported.
Welcome back, Pointers. On Sunday, February 10th, the 61st annual Grammy Awards were held, hosted by Alicia Keys. The event featured a theme of hope and inspiration, with Keys introducing Lady Gaga, Jada Pinkett Smith, Michelle Obama, and Jennifer Lopez as her sisters, as well as other similar hopeful messages that continued throughout the night. Childish Gambino's song, This Is America, won Song of the Year, as well as Best Rap/Song Performance and Best Music Video. Some other notable awards include Casey Musgrave's Who Golden Hour winning Album of the Year, Dua Lipa winning Best New Artist, and Cardi B winning Rap Album of the Year, making her the first woman to win that award as a solo artist. The full list of award winners can be found on the Grammy website. Centertainment will be showing the film Monsters and Men next week at UWSP. After Manny Ortega films the wrongful death of a black man at the hands of a police officer, the film follows how 3 people are affected by this footage. Ortega himself, a black police officer who is dealing with the fallout of his colleagues' actions, and a local high school student who decides to take a stand. The film will be shown on Wednesday, February 20th at 7 and 9:30 p.m. and again on Friday, February 22nd at 7 and 9:30 p.m. The film is free with a student ID or $5 without. Delta Omicron is putting on a swing fling this Saturday, February 16th. Live music will be provided by the UWSP Jazz Ensemble, while swing dancing will be taught by the members of the National Dance Education Organization, or NDEO. The event will take place from 7:30 to 10:30 p.m. in the DUC Layered Room. Tickets are $5 with a student ID and $8 without. The tickets will be sold at the door, and all the proceeds from the event go towards UWSP Jazz Department scholarships. And that's all the entertainment stories we have for you this week. Coming up next is Erica Baker with Pointer Politics. I'm Ian Welsh with SPTV Entertainment.
The Media Studies is a program for people who love to tell stories, whether that be in written form, visual, or audio.
Media Studies is exciting because it's always fresh, it's always new.
Media is at the center of everything we do. More and more people are asked to engage with media and use media. Our program really provides students with skills and techniques to be better prepared for that in the future.
We offer courses in media production, both video and audio, nonfiction and fiction, music production, journalism, film studies.
Media Studies is a great way to get hands-on experience in the field that you're looking to do. They teach you the basic concept behind everything, and then they tell you to go do it.
We really pride ourselves on thinking of a wide set of opportunities that we can give our students.
The student organizations are a great asset. We have SPTV, the student television organization, 90 FM, the radio, and the Pointer, our student-run newspaper.
It's a great way for students to get involved, learn skills that they need for class, and meet new people.
Some great facilities where our students can hone their skills.
There's a giant studio in the center of the comm building. I've had quite a few classes in there.
A lot of our classes are very hands-on, they're very interpersonal.
You're getting the skills that will allow you to create your future, and I think that's what makes it a truly amazing experience for students.
There's an incredible range of options for graduates. We've had students go out and become independent contractors, work for radio stations, newspapers, with TV stations.
Everyone is different and they have their own unique style. In all the classes and all the student organizations you get involved in, you have a lot of flexibility to really create your own work and do it in a way that means something to you.
We're excited to see what students are making and what they want to make, and how we can help students get from where they are to where they want to be.
I'm in a video production class that's teaching me how to film documentaries. I'm also in a screenwriting class and I get to learn how to write movies. So I'm doing all these different cool things and I love it every day.
UW-Stevens Point is home. It's a university where professors know your name and get you involved in research.
They inspire us to realize big dreams.
At UW-Stevens Point, sustainability is what we stand for.
Our beautiful campus encourages exploration, developing new fields, and problem solving for the real world.
It's a great place to launch your career.
UW-Stevens Point is home.
Apply today at uwsp.edu.
Tobacco use is the largest preventable cause of death
and disease in the United States.
Cigarette smoke kills more than
480,000 Americans
each year.
41,000 of these deaths
are from exposure
to secondhand smoke.
Smoking harms nearly
every organ in the body.
Every day,
more than
3,800 kids
under the age of 18
smoke their first cigarette. More than 16 million Americans
live with a smoking-related disease.
On average,
smokers die 10 years younger
than non-smokers.
Smoking causes
cancer,
heart disease,
strokes, lung diseases,
diabetes,
and chronic bronchitis.
Welcome back, Pointers. The magazine Esquire has stirred up media controversy with their March cover story, starring a Wisconsin teen. The Esquire story involves Ryan Morgan and his experiences growing up in a divided country. The main critique of the article is that it stars a white, straight, middle-class male, when many other groups could be addressed first. Some call it especially tone-deaf, as the story was released in the middle of Black History Month. Esquire editor-in-chief Jay Fielden says the story is the first of a series, and will feature people of other races, sexes, and orientations in the future. Some have criticized this statement, countering that there is no good reason white male youth has to be the starting point for such a series. Breaking developments in Washington over the spending deal to avert a government shutdown. Kristen Holmes joins us from Washington with the very latest on where Congress is in the process.
By tomorrow night.
Members of Congress forging ahead, voting today on a bipartisan deal to avoid another shutdown and fully fund the government through September.
When the Senate votes on the agreement, we'll be voting to avoid a second partial shutdown and provide the certainty of a fully functioning federal government.
The compromise deal includes $1.375 billion for 55 miles of new border barriers, funding for 75 new immigration judges, as well as money for humanitarian aid, improved technology at the ports of entry, and hundreds of new Customs and Border Protection personnel.
Vote on it.
While the deal has gotten praise from both congressional Republicans and Democrats,
So here we are with a solid deal in front of us.
This bill will be 21st century border security.
President Trump has complained to allies that Republican negotiators were outplayed by their Democratic counterparts. The $1.375 billion secured for border barriers, far below the $5.7 billion the president originally demanded.
Let's all pray that the president will have wisdom to sign the bill so the government doesn't shut down.
In Washington, I'm Kristen Holmes reporting.
The White House says President Trump will sign the bipartisan bill and will also declare a national emergency at the southern border. That's all we have for you this week in Pointer Politics. I'm Erica Baker. Now back to Kenna and B.
That's all the stories we have for you this week on SPTV News.
Until next time, Stevens Point, have a great night and a happy Valentine's Day.